Praise the Lord. Dear children, welcome back to the class. We are going to continue the same exercise 3.12 in this class also. Have you practiced the sums which are given in the last class? If you practice more, then you can solve the sums easily. So in exercise 3.12, second sum. Go through the question. A garden measuring 12 meter by 16 meter is to have a pedestrian pathway that is W meter wide installed all the way around so that it increases the total area to 285 meter square. That's a garden. Its length and breadth are given. What's the length of the garden? 12 meter. Breadth of the garden is 16 meter. And the pedestrian pathway, that is W meter wide. Pedestrian means the people, those who are going by walk. Pathway is there around the garden. That's a pathway for the people to walk. What's the width of the pathway given? W. Length of the garden is 16 meter. Breadth of the garden is 12 meter. And the pathway width is W meter. And after laying down the pathway, what happened to the area of the garden? The area of the garden increases to 285 meter square. So the area of the garden along with the pathway is given as 285 meter square. We are asked to find what is the width of the pathway. So let us draw a diagram to represent the garden along with the pathway. Length and breadth are given. Therefore surely we can say that the garden is in the shape of a rectangle. Yes, the garden is in the shape of a rectangle. So look at, take this as garden. The inner rectangle represents a garden. Its length is 16 meter, breadth is 12 meter. The inner rectangle represents the garden, which length 16 meter and 12 meter respectively. And let W be the width of the pathway. So on all the sides, the pathway measures equal width. So W. So what would be the length of the garden along the pathway? What would be the length of the garden along the pathway? So 16 meter is the length of the inner garden, and outer length be along with the 16 meter. We have to add 2 W's. Here is the pathway with W. Here is also a pathway with W. So 16 plus 2W is the outer rectangle's length. Like the same, what's the outer rectangle's breadth? The inner rectangle breadth is 12 meter. Outer rectangle along with the width on two sides, it is 12 plus 2W meter. You understand this? The inner rectangle represents the garden, which measures 16 meter by 12 meter. And the outer rectangle represents the garden along with the pathway. What's the width of the pathway? It is W meter. What will be the length and the breadth of the outer rectangle? Length of the inner rectangle is 16. Along with that, we have to add 2 W's, not a single W. Here is the pathway and also there is a pathway. So both sides we have to add the width of the pathway. W plus W is 2W. So 16 plus 2W is the length of the outer rectangle. Like the same, breadth of the outer rectangle is 12 plus W plus W. 2 W's we have to add it with. Then it is 12 plus 2W. Then the total area along with the pathway is given as 285 meter square. Total area is given as 285. What's the shape of the garden? I said the shape of the garden is rectangle. What's the area of the rectangle then? Area of the rectangle is equal to LP square units. L into B square units. So this is a total area. So we have to take into consideration the length outside and the breadth outside. So length into breadth is equal to 285 meter square. Then length is 16 plus 2W, breadth is 12 plus 2W, which is equal to product of that is equal to 285. Now multiply this. 16 into 12, 192. 16 into 2W, 32W. 2W into 12, 24W. 2W into 2W is 4W square, which is equal to 285. Carefully multiply, 4 terms should come here. Then simplify them. Arrange them in the order also. 4W square, 2 like terms are there, W terms, 32W plus 24W is equal to 56W plus 192. Bring this 285 to the left hand side, that will come as minus, that is equal to 0. Why we are doing like this? To make a proper quadratic equation. 4W square plus 56W, then when we are simplifying 192 minus 285, that is equal to minus 93. This is equal to 0. Now it is a proper quadratic equation. So with the given informations, now we have framed the proper quadratic equation. Now we have to solve it to find the width of the garden. Two methods we can use, for either factorization method or formula method. Here I have chosen the formula method. So to use the formula method, we have to derive what is A, what is B and what is C. A is 4, B is equal to 56, C is equal to minus 93. What's the formula to calculate x under quadratic formula? Here we have used the variable as w. So w is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Then substitute the values of a, b and c in this. B is equal to 56, minus b is equal to minus 56, plus or minus root of b square 56 square minus 4 into a into c, 4 into minus 93 divided by 2a, which is equal to 2 into 4. W is equal to minus 56 plus or minus 56 square is 3136 plus 4 into 4 into 93 is equal to 1488. There are two negatives, so it will become plus. Divided by 2 4s are 8. Then add them up. When you are adding these two numbers, it is 4624. Take the square root of 4624 using long division method. The square root of this is plus or minus 68. So the value of W is minus 56 plus or minus 68 by 8. So it should be minus 56 plus 68 by 8 or minus 56 minus 68 by 8. Then minus 56 plus 68 is 12 by 8. One is negative, another one is positive. From the greater you have to subtract the smaller one. Here both are negative, minus 56, minus 68. We have to add them up. So minus 124 by 8. When we are simplifying this by fourth table, 3 by 2, this is minus 31 by 2. What does W represent? Width of the path. Width cannot be in negative, so we cannot consider minus 31 by 2 for answer. So width of the path, W is equal to 3 by 2 meter, or in decimal form it is 1.5 meter. The next sum, third sum. The sum deals about a bus and its uniform speed and increased speed. Go through the sum. A bus covers a distance of 90 km at a uniform speed. What's the uniform speed? 90 km per hour. Had the speed been 15 km per hour more, it would have taken 30 minutes less for the journey. Had the speed been 15 km per hour more, what does it mean? The speed of the bus increases by 15 km. From the usual speed, it increases the speed to 15 km. And normally when the speed increases, the time taken will be reduced. That's the general thing. When the speed increases, suppose if you are going to school by walk, speed is less, you would have taken more time. At the same time, if you are going by cycle, the time taken by you will be reduced because speed will be increases. The time taken will be reduced. So the common theory about speed and time is when speed increases, time taken will be reduces. So here to cover a distance of 90 km, a bus usually covers at the uniform speed. The speed increases by 15 km per hour. It would have taken 30 minutes less for the journey. Find the original speed of the bus. What we have to find? Original speed of the bus. So we have to assume a variable for that. Original speed of the bus be x km per hour. And the speed increased by 15 km per hour. So increased speed should be x plus 15 km per hour. Children, I usually make a mistake. Just you will write increased speed is equal to 15 km. That's wrong. From the original speed, the speed increases by 15. Therefore, the increased speed should be written as x plus 15 km per hour. And the distance given is 90 km. So, we are asked to find the original speed. So, original speed is equal to x km per hour. And the speed increases by 15 km. Therefore, increased speed is original speed plus 15. X plus 15 km per hour. Distance is equal to 90 km. And at the increased speed, the bus will take 30 minutes less than the time taken in original speed. At the increased speed, the bus had taken 30 minutes less than the time taken in the original speed. So let us assume what are the time taken in original speed and increased speed. The time taken at usual speed be t1. T1 time how we have to calculate? Distance by speed. Time should be calculated distance divided by speed. So T1 is equal to distance 90 divided by, at usual speed, what is the usual speed? X. So T1 is equal to 90 by X. At the time taken at increased speed be T2. T2 is equal to the same distance divided by increased speed is X plus 15. And the time taken at the increased speed is 30 minutes less than the time taken at the usual speed. That's the difference between time taken 1 and time taken 2 is equal to 30 minutes. T1 minus T2 is equal to 30 minutes. T1 is 90 by X minus T2 90 by X plus 15 is equal to 1 by 2. Here it is given in minutes. 30 minutes is equal to half an hour. So here I have written here as 1 by 2 because all the speeds we have taken in hour. So the minutes also changed into 1 by 2. From this we have to frame a quadratic equation. Already in an example you learn how to solve this type of equation. So this is the homework. Half of the sum I have done. So you have to derive the quadratic equation from this and solve that and find what is the value of x. Take 90 as common, then take x and x plus 15 as LCM, cross multiply them and bring the quadratic equation and try by yourself. Look at the fourth sum. A girl is twice as old as her sister. That means the girl's age is equal to 2 times her sister's age. 5 years hence. Hence means in future, that is after 5 years. The product of their age in years will be 375. Product means you have to multiply their ages. So hence means after, if you have doubt in that, from the verb we can find it out. The product of their age will be means surely it is after, in the future. 375 years. Find their present ages. You are asked to find the present age of the girl and also her sister. So let us assume variables for them. The present age of the girl be x years and her sister be y years. We are going to find the present age of the girl and the present age of the sister. So we have to assume the variables for that first. X years and y years. And by given data, what's the first data given? A girl is twice as old as her sister. So x is equal to, girl's age is equal to 2 times as old as the sister. Twice means 2 times. So what is the sister's age? Y. So x is equal to 2y. It's the first derivation from the given data. 5 years hence. Hence means after 5 years. What would be the girl's age? Girl's age will be x plus 5 years. Suppose if you are 14 years old now, what will be your age after 10 years? Or x plus 10. Like that you have to add the years because it is in future. So 5 years hence the girl's age will be x plus 5 years and sister's age will be y plus 5 years. And what is given by data? The product of their ages after 5 years is equal to 375. So x plus 5 into y plus 5 is equal to 375. Why I am multiplying them? It is given that the product is. Product means we have to multiply their ages. Then here there are different variables are there. So you have to replace this x by from 1, x is equal to 2y. So from 1, I am replacing this x as 2y. 2y plus 5 into y plus 5 is equal to 375. So from this, by multiplying these 2, we have to frame a quadratic equation which will comes in the variable y, and solving that equation, you have to find what is y. After getting y, you can easily find what is x. Both the answer you have to find, x and y. So half of the sum I have done, remaining you have to do it as a homework. People, next we will solve 8th sum. 5th and 7th sum I will teach in the next class. Look at the 8th sum. There is a square field whose side is 10 meter. Square shaped field is there. What's the side given? 10 meter. A square flower bed is prepared in its center, leaving a gravel path all around the flower bed. So in the center of the square field, they prepared a square flower bed, leaving gravel path all around the flower bed. And the cost of laying the flower bed and graveling the path are given. The total cost of laying the flower bed and graveling the path at rupees 3 and rupees 4 per square meter respectively is rupees 364. But the cost is different per square meter for laying the flower bed and graveling the path. Total cost is given as 364. What's the cost of laying the flower bed per square meter? Rupees 3. What's the cost of graveling the path per square meter? Rupees 4. but the total cost is given as 364. Normally, when we are considering the cost in like the sums, we have to take the area of the sums. Suppose if you are going to make a garden and you are going to level in the garden, means the area of the garden will be level. So the cost would be multiplied by the area to find the total cost. So from the given information, let us derive the equation. There is a square field, square shaped field, each of side 10 meter. In square, all the four sides are equal. So side of the square field is equal to 10 meter. And there is a flower pot in the middle of the square field. Let the side of the flower pot be x meter. So it is also in the square shape, and it is in all the four sides measures x meter. Then area of the square field is equal to 100 meter. How we can get it? Area of square field is equal to 100 meter, because area of a square is equal to side into side. In short, we can say that area of a square is equal to a square units. Here side of the square field is equal to 10. So area of the square field is equal to 100 meter square. And area of the flower bed is equal to, what is side of the flower bed? X meter. That is also in the shape of a square. Area of the flower bed is equal to x square meter square. Area of the flower bed is equal to x square meter square. Next to come to the area of the path, because you are asked to find the width of the path. So we have to take into consideration the area of the path. Area of the square field minus area of the flower bed will gives you the area of the remaining place. You understand that? The lower classes in 6th or 7th you may learn how to calculate the area of the pathway. Outer rectangle minus inner rectangle, or outer square minus inner square will gives you the area of the pathway. Like that, here area of the path is equal to area of the outer square, which is the area of the square field, minus area of the inner square. Area of the inner square is the area of the flower bed. So area of the path is equal to area of the square field 100 minus area of the flower bed x square meter square. Meter square is the unit here. Okay, don't confuse that. You understand that? There is a square field of side 10 meter. Area of the square field is equal to 100 meter square. In the center of that, there is a square flower bed of side x meter. We assume that is x meter. Therefore, area of the flower bed is also equal to x square meter square. But we are asked to find the width of the pathway. For finding the width of the pathway, we must consider what's the area of the pathway from the given areas. Area of the square field and area of the flower bed in the center are known. If we subtract these two areas, we can get the area of the pathway. So area of the pathway is equal to 100 minus x square meter square. Now let us take what are the cost for laying the flower bed and graveling the pathway. Cost of laying the flower bed. What's the area of the flower bed? X square. What's the cost per meter square? 3 rupees per meter square. So 3 into x square. Area of the flower bed is x square. Cost of laying 1 meter square is equal to rupees 3. Therefore, cost of laying the flower bed is equal to 3 into x square, 3x square. Then cost of graveling the path. What's the area of the path? 100 minus x square. What's the cost of leveling the 1 meter square for? What's the cost of graveling 1 meter square? Rupees 4. Then area of the path multiplied by cost of graveling the path is equal to 4 into 100 minus x square. Do you understand this? Cost of laying the flower bed per square meter, what square meter is? Rupees 3. So we have to multiply the area of the flower bed by 3. Cost of graveling the path per 1 square meter is equal to rupees 4. So multiply area of the path by 4 rupees. Then total cost is also given. From this we have to calculate the equation. This is given as rupees 364. What does this total cost stands for? Cost of laying flower bed plus cost of leveling or graveling the footpath. That is, cost of laying the flower bed is 3x square. Cost of graveling the footpath is equal to 4 of 100 minus x square. When we add them up, when the total means we have to add them up, that is equal to 364. Is the sum completed? No. From this you have to derive the equation and find what is the width of the pathway by yourself. Children, in exercise 3.12, I have derived equations for third, fourth and eighth sum. You have to solve it and calculate the answer by yourself. The answers I will give you in the next class. Thank you, children.